Hey guys, how are you all doing? This is Blessing, and the video you're about to watch now is that of Kate the witch. Kate herself confessed in a 2-hour-long Facebook live stream that she is a witch, and during that live stream she performed some rituals using materials like cowries and chalk. A brief explanation for my non-African subscribers and viewers who are not familiar with cowries. The cowrie shell was one of the most successful and universal forms of currency in the world, predominantly in West Africa, where it worked its way into the cultural fiber, taking on a deeper symbolic and ritualistic meaning. Although originally the cowrie shell symbolized prosperity, protection, and good luck, it was and is still wrongfully used to perpetuate evil, just as you see here in the case of Kate the witch. So what exactly is the motive behind these incantations and rituals by Kate the witch on Facebook? Well, to be honest, analytically, the story behind it is a cock and bull story that I'm not going to dwell too much on in this video. But for the sake of those people who haven't watched my previous videos about the Naomi audio saga, I am going to now give a brief summary. So some time ago, Kate the witch that you see here secretly recorded a telephone conversation that she was having with a friend. The audio tape ended up being used against that person as snippets were played online, but Kate the witch refused to release the full audio because of a possible conflict of interest. Then another woman who goes by the name Monica Ambrose came out and claimed that she was in possession of the full audio and that she was going to host a paid event online where she would play the audio to public hearing. Then Kate the witch made another video addressing Monica Ambrose's statements.
Wetin make me come out? I dey hear say people want go do pay show. Make una come pay. Me talk but na lie. Nothing wey they know. I want to do pay show, come and pay. So you talk. If you pay finish, you reach there. He go only say, many years ago, right wing do me this. Many years ago, right wing do this. He do that. I felt on a say now betray. Now only that one no fear any record play for night. Now because recording. Now I want go pay till they watch one video. You are on your own. You not go see any record play for you because nothing. All of them now so they day for social media. How they find trouble. Now I are go get neni go etia ya we mi agbo.
So here is Kate the witch saying in plain language that Monica Ambrose is a con man who is out to swindle people out of their hard-earned money, and that Monica Ambrose is not in possession of the audio recording as she claims. In the same breath, Kate the witch also called Monica Ambrose a troublemaker, as you could hear in that clip, and this is a crucial part of this conflict between Kate the witch and Monica Ambrose. Now, Kate the witch has always maintained that she has never done a video to diss Monica Ambrose in any way, and that she is always minding her business and has never called Monica Ambrose's name. But what Kate just did right here is a video clearly about Monica Ambrose. Even if you don't mention her name, everyone knows it's her you're talking about. The Edo social media community is so small that everybody knows everybody, and the only person, as far as I know, who announced they wanted to do a paid show about Naomi's audio is Monica Ambrose. So you can't really deny the fact that you were indirectly throwing shade at her. There is also a video in circulation in which Monica Ambrose called out Kate directly. Monica is of the opinion that Kate the witch is being biased because, according to her, Kate once condemned Monica for trying to conceal an audio in the past involving Monica's sister who goes by the name Evie. Monica Ambrose also says that she is fighting against injustice and double standards.
Me, I know they do my own. I don't get her to talk my own for inside house where person can say if they say no, I'm not evil. Kate, you newly enter Facebook. What do you do? You don't join the evil people by recording people. Now let Naomi gossip for his side. Kate, why you dey hide down? Why you dey cut see? Only my leg. Bring the full audio, please. Mona, help me ask Kate, what is my offense in a vie matter? If you vie audio na not play and make the whole war, yes, everything Monica can't talk for you. You be done around. But your own con. Now you can't say you get lover. Nah, Pia.
So this is the back and forth between Kate the Witch and Monica Ambrose that has ultimately brought us to where we are now. A place where witchcraft and voodooism have become the order of the day. Response to Monica Ambrose's video. Kate the Witch then came out with the part 2 of her Witchcraft Chronicles. This time, the materials used are alligator peppers, a razor blade, pins, dry gin, and a doll head. This is so disgusting. So here is this woman chewing alligator peppers and spewing dry gin mixed with saliva all over her own desk, all in the name of casting a spell on someone who lives 750 miles away from her. And did you guys notice how her wig wiped the concoction off the doll head? Now let's see that again in slow-mo. This is one of the reasons so many people revolted online against Kate the Witch, saying that all the curses she rained on that day will remain with her. And to that effect, they superimposed her face on the doll head, and this was shared conspicuously online. Kate the Witch didn't stop there. She carried on with her witchcraft by inserting needles into the doll head, and thereafter she slashed the doll head with the razor blade. But that's not all. She also poked the ears and eyes of the doll head with a stick, then tied the doll head with a white rope.
Actually, no, we are doing bolo. Get be off him. Two guys on it, but when I win you na. Imagine wala dia do away. A bag boy ne yari weje. Ine tine ne be. Me you go social media ri guy. I wait ya do awo here. Uga no deck be mi go. Ana me walk out me.
Okay, let me tell you guys what I find about all of this. First of all, from the perspective of hygiene, I find this really gross. All the mess she made on the floor, on her desk, on her body, her hair, and everything that she herself would have to clean up afterwards. And to imagine she would use the same hands to prepare dinner for her kids. Let that sink in. Like, why even put yourself through all of this in the first place? All because of social media saga? Like, seriously? Is this how people really have lots of time on their hands in this Europe? Secondly, I often hear a few people say that Africans always find a way to constitute a nuisance on social media. Now, if you also ascribe to that school of thought, here is one thing I need you to understand today, and that is that Kate the Witch is not a representation of who we are as Africans and how we portray ourselves online. You will always find that small percentage in every race that spoils things for everyone else. So this is not who we are.
Oh, we have what? Sorry. Actually, no, you don't bala. Actually, no, you don't bala. Actually, no, you don't bala. Ugba I get can anyway.
This woman went on for several minutes, screaming at the top of her voice, not even putting her neighbors into consideration. This is Belgium, you guys, and Kate the Witch has lived here for more than a decade, so it's really disappointing to see her show the world how antisocial she is. Sometimes you'd hear some Europeans say that they would prefer not to live in the same neighborhood as Africans, and people are then very quick to attribute that statement to racism. But here is a perfect example why some non-Africans would rather not live close to us. And don't get me wrong here, I am not insinuating that a Caucasian, for example, could not possibly act in this same way, but at least when they do, 95% of the time, you'd find that there is an underlying mental condition behind their action, and there is usually a place where such people are kept. But for someone who is supposed to be fully in her right senses to act in this manner is just disturbing.
Hija, na tubira. Hija,
So like I said before, a lot of people within the Edo State community came out to condemn this act. One of such people is Avielele.
You didn't do it well. Now the time reach. Now you confess. You know, the time must reach. There must be a time. Disgrace must enter somebody's body. There must be a responsible time. A day like this. The day we just break. That day would be miserable for you. And I got the door. Now the time reach. That confession, we take it. If your father wants swear. For Nigeria, that they follow we do they swear. For you to know, say that your swear there for inside your room there. It did not go anywhere because as you do this swear, you leave it inside your room there. It did not travel to anywhere.
And of course, there were a few other people who applauded Kate the witch. One of such people is Lolo, the golden fish.
Hey, it's hot. Even be safe, I watch it hot. I say, shoo. I can't see some capital letter writers. All of them, they can't abandon their mama, can't they watch where they roast their mama. Chai! That one loud. But he who laugh last, laugh best. Today, who they call the beat? Not be the same opponent. They use razor blade and alligator pepper with hot cane. Can't use rope. They tie here. They want to go to where for garage. We oh, pakara. Now see the razor blade. Come tear out. Tear mouth. Tear ear. That one not even sabi. You go open your quick for live video. You go carry alligator pepper. You put inside. Who gear your quick. Oh, go buy baby dog baby. I said go buy dog baby. Unyawe. Who gear your aim. Yo. Carry a gogoro te wash out for that. I'm it's much on tea. The video is too sweet. Shoo! What are you talking? Can't rub alligator pepper for your rubber for your head, rubber for everywhere. Can't use a popo. Can't chuk headache for your head. Chuk headache for your head. That was super amazing.
Lolo is clearly amused by the actions of Kate the witch. I have a lot to say about this, but I will save it for a separate video. Otherwise, this one will be too long. But just a week ago, this same Lolo uploaded a midnight prayer from the Bible. I mean, I don't get it that you use the Bible when it's convenient for you, and you are also the same person to rejoice when juju is being used on someone. Another person who commented on Kate the Witch's video is Esther Talk Show, and right now, her comment has landed her in hot soup. I will be sharing that with you guys in my next video. So if you'd like to watch it, do make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also turn on the bell icon so that you can be notified when I upload a new video. And if you get to watch this video on Facebook, do go ahead and like my page, share this video, and I will catch you on the next one.